Clark has been on the top of her game, leading the Indiana Fever to unprecedented victories through her fierce offensive, defensive, and fearless playing style. Even though she made 17 points, 13 assists, and 4 steals, the Fever still lost. Could it be that the reason for her poor performance is a result of Sides' decision-making style? One of the all-time best college basketball players, Caitlin Clark, is an American professional basketball player for the Indiana Fever of the Women's National Basketball Association, or the WNBA, who played college basketball for the Iowa Hawkeyes and became the all-time top scorer in NCAA Division I and the Hawkeyes' 2-time National Player of the Year. She has helped make women's basketball famous after college, a sensation called the Caitlin Clark effect. From 2000 to 2024, Lisa Blutter coached the women's basketball team of the Iowa Hawkeyes for 24 years. In her first 19 seasons, she guided Iowa to 2 Big Ten championships, but she was unable to mount a strong NCAA tournament run. Then Clark came. The performance of the Iowa team improved as Clark played for them under Blutter. The Hawkeyes not only made 2 consecutive Final Four appearances, something Blutter was unable to do prior to Clark's arrival, but they also won 3 straight Big Ten crowns from 2022 to 2024. Despite having a great rapport over their 4 years together, Blutter and Clark left Iowa during the 2023-24 season. Blutter retired, and Clark was chosen by the Indiana Fever with the first overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft. What's Clark's performance in Indiana Fever been like? The Indiana Fever defeated the Phoenix Mercury 95-86 thanks to a remarkable effort by star player Clark that astounded coach Christie Sides and her supporters. With 7 assists in the first quarter, Clark, the #1 choice in the WNBA draft of 2024, broke the club record. Not only that, she showed her floor general abilities early in the game against the Mercury in a display of absolute dominance. Her ability to read the defense and make precise passes that allowed her teammates to take advantage of scoring opportunities ultimately set the tone for the Fever's play throughout the game. Following Clark's performance in the game, Coach Christie Sides commended Clark for her exceptional basketball intellect and court vision. She emphasized the precision and sophistication of these moves by highlighting certain first-half situations where Clark's passes were crucial to exploiting the Mercury defense. As Sides stated at the news conference following the game, "I was speechless at times. Clark is one of the few players who can set up scoring opportunities for her teammates with such incredible skill. Her passes were precise and opportunely timed, which kept us in the game." To a great extent, the Fever's success can be largely ascribed to Clark's leadership on the pitch, her capacity to move her teammates, and her outstanding assists. She proved her worth to the team's overall success by ensuring that Fever remained competitive throughout the season with her playmaking and performance. Clark's incredible performance against the Phoenix Mercury not only created new records for the Indiana Fever, but also solidified her status as a rising star in the WNBA. Her performance not only cemented her place among the WNBA's finest players, but it also showed that she may have an impact on the future of the Indiana Fever. On Sunday, July 13, 2024, Clark and the Indiana Fever defeated the Minnesota Lynx 81-74 to improve to 11-14 in the WNBA regular season. Despite trailing into the fourth quarter, the Fever put on an almost flawless final 10 minutes of play, defeating the Lynx 28-14 in the final quarter. Leading the game with 7 points after 3 quarters, Clark finished with 17 points and 6 assists. The fans were incensed at a move made by head coach Sides during the first quarter, even though Indiana ultimately won. Halfway through the quarter, she pulled Clark aside so she could have a conversation with her on the sidelines while the game was in progress. Clark never misses a first quarter minute with the Fever as long as she isn't in foul trouble. Therefore, the decision by Sides to do so infuriated Fever fans. Perhaps as a result of this interruption of her playing time, Clark was unable to establish any sort of rhythm during the first half of the game. Fans also observed that Clark looked upset as a result of what Sides did. Hence, there appears to be considerable tension between Clarks and Sides, even if the Fever are still winning their games. If you find this video fascinating and you want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on even more exciting updates. After a docile play to defeat the Seattle Storm, Sides has encouraged Clark to be more forceful and offensive. Although shooting the ball from a distance has been one of Clark's signature skills since breaking onto the collegiate and WNBA basketball scenes, she was dissatisfied with her own performance. Is Clark's underperformance a one-time mistake? Clark has had a tremendous rookie season, averaging 16.2 points and 6.6 assists per game, with 12.2 field goals attempted. Although Clark has been physically protected the whole season, Sides believes that the Fever's success depends on giving her more on-ball opportunities. Also, Clark ranks 22nd overall in the WNBA and has the highest rookie average among rookies, with 12.2 attempts per game this season. And she has only attempted 15 shots in the last 10 games compared to her 4 attempts in May. This is a far cry from her previous season at Iowa, where she averaged 22.7 shots per game. Clark's less aggressiveness in the last 2 games has displeased Sides. During the Fever's defeat, Clark attempted 9 shots. 3 other players attempted more shots than her. Another guard, Kelsey Mitchell, leads the team in shots per game, 13.4, beating Clark's performance. On June 23rd, in an 88-87 loss to Angel Reese's Sky, Clark made just 1 shot in the last 7 minutes and 3 in the 4th quarter, allowing the Fever to blow a 15-point lead in the 3rd quarter and forcing Clark to pass the ball to a teammate instead of shooting the game's final 20 seconds to go ahead. The question is Clark losing her touch, or could there be a reason for her underperformance? After losing to the Connecticut Sun and the New York Liberty, Clark and the Indiana Fever suffered their 5th straight defeat of the year. Though they have been playing better lately, the Fever have found it difficult to come away with a win. Nonetheless, the squad continues to face substantial obstacles, and most of the blame has been on the head coach, Sides. Her decisions have particularly infuriated some fans, who feel that she is the main cause of the team's issues. In recent weeks, Sides has been under increasing scrutiny, particularly since the Fever has gained more recognition due to Clark's performance. Sides benched both Clark and Aaliyah Boston in crucial stretches of their latest game against the Seattle Storm, a contentious decision. Despite the fact that these 2 players are among the best on the team, Sides decided on a different lineup that she believed would be more productive. After the Fever lost the game by a slim margin of 85-83, WNBA supporters swiftly criticized Sides' decision, leading many fans questioning her knowledge and professionalism of the game and demanding that she resign. It is undeniable that Clark is an amazing player with a promising future in the WNBA. However, it's too early to tell the cause of her underperformance, even though many believe Sides' coaching style could be responsible. Will Clark improve under Coach Sides? Only time will tell.